And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Jack 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And Jackson throwing once more. They go screen. This is Ingram. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Complete to Mark Ingram. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
Jackson will throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow. Gets this one to Juszczyk. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
On the run, it's Mixon. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 37-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
End of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
And
now it's Burrow. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Now Burrow loses the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
30-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, hey. 57's Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They brought the house lost that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. After the interception, here's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Burrow will throw. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And the Bengals.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And it's
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Chris Moore returning it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Returning it, John Ross. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 73 yards.
The 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw taken in by Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up
on 2nd down, here's the option. Being chased out left. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Down
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at his own 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Check 15, check 15.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton. His leadership will be key.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on fourth down. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57.
Again, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
15-yard line.
Now the 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's Mark Ingram. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36. And many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, Louis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
26-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Burrow. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down. Here's Burrow rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. A A final shot now for Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brett.